the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. And Russell Gage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Block working out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep. Oh, wide open, complete.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
Into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's good.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, we got four now. Hey, 59, ready? Check.
On second down and 4, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times just that first read that you had, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Broncos 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Early the ball carrier.
Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
At his own 5-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
36. Check. 39.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan airing it out, looking. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The ball carrier.
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Undercrush, gun. 2.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Over on downs.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
On the carry.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
Locked on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Give to Philip Lindsay.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Block. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Fires the mic.
Throwing again. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Ryan will throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
My 21.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
54, Seth. Fires the mic.
From the gun, it's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before half for Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Of the first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for... And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
4-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
On the carry.
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Extra point.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Trip. You got trip. You got 3.
Back to throw. Gage dancing to his left. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That's complete to Smith.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now Ryan on first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Ryan. The open man is Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
The game at 21 apiece. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Melvin Gordon.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54, check, check, 54, check.
Block working out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Denver.
Locke looks to throw it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll run with Lindsey. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, They look a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have broken the tie. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
That's got to be a long down. Check 51, Sam. Press down. Quick dad. 21.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. Pass incomplete.
Ryan's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
39. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio still down right now. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And the Broncos
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Lindsey on the carry.
Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Ito Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
He's crossing. He's checking crab.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Denver.
Watch the pass. Kill. What's it?
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check. 45.
A lot going to throw it here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We got 4. Now, move. 45, Mike, 45. So don't say nothing. Jack, ready, go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit, but for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, if you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down.
On the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Broncos 42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very, very much. I honestly thought it was country watching, not you. I don't need you doing that research on these boys. Oh, I can't even go back and look at my highlights. Job on the road, we did 3 passing touchdowns. We fell short. We couldn't get to them. His physical is great. Yeah, the smash concept is real good. It works best when you have speed across the board. And I accepted Denver. I really wanted Denver because of the challenge. They have untapped potential. Like, it works great for you. It'll work great for you because you got speed across the board like I do. Like, I'm developing the speed. Alright, this physical is right there. If I go route runner, I get nothing. We gotta go deep. And speed. There we go. Bingo. Let's get it. Let's get it. Red zone threat. Super disability. Have a better chance. Grab and go. Have security catch ball. Has ability. Momentum. I want the Slaughter-matics of what we gotta get. his slide up to 85. Okay, 2 more. As you see, the TD to start off the game. What you talking about between you and Twan? Hold on, let me kill Jay-Z. What you talking about the game between you and Twan? Go hybrid. It's gonna give run support +1. Dude, we gotta get your hit power up. Oh yeah, I know he was mad. He gave up. He started running his cheese and you wasn't biting on it. You stayed consistent, which was smart. Play recognition, power, tackle. We gotta go zone now. Where is this zone play at? Play recognition is at 89. Yeah, we can go hybrid one time without losing it. Play recognition, 3 tackle, 2 zone. Good shit. Yeah. Just gotta get your hit power up, bruh. It's all good though. We got a rookie we bringing in, so we can replace the strong safety. Yeah, I know. Nipping at them heels, Bubba. Raiders not gonna be a cakewalk because they got speed. Then we get to beat up on the Chargers again. Saints, then you. All right, big dog, get some sleep. Be careful. And be ready for Pablo. About to make me some coffee and hit the lab. Get ready for this track meet, week 13. Where the hell is Saints at? Oh, they're not doing good. And the Raiders are right there. So I'm at 5. And you sitting at 1. Damn, you the lone undefeated team. I told you you should have got him. But before you go, I don't know if he didn't play Kaz to win because he didn't want to run his full scheme. But he's going to run a lot of Eagles trips, I think it is. It's a shit, I can't even show you. Or can I go back and train it? I can show you. Bear with me real quick. I don't think he'd be watching my plays, my games. Okay.
go. 8, read. Go. Ready. Go.